speaking with Sean Breen of NTT. How are you?
Great to be here. Thanks for taking the time.
Thank you for coming. I wanted to start out by chatting with you about some of the challenges that banks are facing today when it comes to the customer experience.
You know, customer experience has become the key area, the key topic. But, you know, when you say challenges, it's about connecting the dots. We've come a long way. We've been able to bring up our technology capabilities and processes. You know, how do we look at customer service more holistically? And that's critical. I mean, that's really where we want to take that focus.
So what is the next step when it comes to incorporating all the data?
Well, if you look at the customer more holistically and you start to deploy things like customer experience re-engineering, you understand that there are many steps to any customer's process. I think the first big step is to get our arms around customer experience re-engineering.
Okay, well, when it comes to open banking, what do you think is coming in the future? Are we ready for that?
We're finding that all banks want to talk about it, but very few are really ready for it. And they're using technology to get there. So the banks are starting to really look hard at APIs. How do we deploy technology that can help? We're seeing banks look at the fintech world and maybe how do we bring up a Cabbage or some other company to help us more effectively, more efficiently deliver small business lending. Mm-hmm. And so what this does is it forces them to build out the technology, the API ecosystems. It teaches them to culturally learn how to use a third party to deliver a very valuable service. And now you've got one non-bank endpoint connected. Maybe that leads to more.
Okay, so how exactly do you guys help your clients tackle all of that?
Well, I thought you'd never get to it. This is an opportunity for us to really talk about managing data more effectively, optimizing analytics, and then finally it's about getting the data where it needs to be. You know, banks have tons of data and they're not very efficient at how to use it, but let's change that. They have tons of sources of data. When we learn how to share, definitely. So data sciences is largely where we try to handle some of the problems we've mentioned, but I'll tell you, it's a lot about how to drive that customer experience in a very scientific way.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing your insight with us.
Well, thank you for having me.
Sure.